So you got Tim Walz crying that people are driving by his house and saying the R word. Yet you have Vice President JD Vance, whose home is being vandalized. Although I do find this to be very, very strange. Like, seriously, guys, this is a vice president. How did this dude get that close to his house? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Model Renaissance Man, and I appreciate you guys doing that for me. Don't forget to follow me on these platforms up here and down here. I'm telling you, you might want to do it. Do not forget to press this thumbs up button. That way my content can stay circulated with you. And if you do, click that bell notification. You will be notified whenever I do post a video. So be sure to do that. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to check out my other channel called Man, Husband, Father. And as a male, that's the order it should go in. Becoming a man and all that entails, becoming a father and all that entails. I'm sorry, becoming a husband. Husband. All right, man, husband, then a father. Anyway, thank you, guys. So, yep, ladies and gentlemen, this is some breaking news. We have Vice President JD Vance, whose home was vandalized by some lunatic. Now, let me tell y'all something real quick. Because you really think the devil cares or evil cares what side you claim to be on? Like, do you really think that the enemy cares? What are you saying that for, Ty? Remember how y'all tried to say Tyler Robinson was MAGA and all that after the Charlie Kirk incident? Let me ask you something. Does it matter? Evil is evil. The enemy of everyone is evil. The devil, fallen angels, Nephilim, spirits, whatever you want to call aliens, whatever y'all want to call them. Sprites. Okay? It's all evil, and it doesn't care what side of the party you claim that you're on. Its whole objective is to destroy you or influence you to destroy others, whether it's spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, right? So this nutcase shows up to JD Vance's home, and this was what happens.
But I do want to move on now to some breaking news that we are following on this Monday morning. Take a look at this, a social media post courtesy of TMZ as we follow some developments having to do with Vice President JD Vance. It says that JD Vance's Ohio home windows broken in incident, one person taken into custody. We do have some footage from that incident earlier on today that was brought to us by several of our partners that are covering this story intently. TMZ, though, goes on to say this: Vice President JD Vance had a frightening incident happen overnight at his Ohio home, and one person is now in custody. The chief of communications for the Secret Service told TMZ, quote, "An adult male was taken into custody by the Cincinnati Police Department after being detained by U.S. Secret Service personnel for causing property damage, including breaking windows on the exterior of a personal residence associated with the vice president." That same agent said that the home was unoccupied at the time of the incident and that the vice president and his family were not in Ohio. A local news outlet there did obtain the images of some of those damaged windows of that property. And TMZ goes on to report that a source with direct knowledge told them it's unclear whether the suspect was trying to break in or vandalize the property. Moving forward, the man will be interviewed by Secret Service agents to learn more of his intentions. They also added that the U.S. Secret Service is coordinating with the Cincinnati Police Department and the U.S. Attorney's Office is charging decisions are being reviewed. I also want to put up a social media post from the New York Post as they are covering the story closely as well. One person arrested after windows broken at JD Vance's Cincinnati home. Now, this is a developing story, so we only have some preliminary information at this time. We are still working to get some more images, and my producer is gathering some of that image that we have from the scene earlier on today. Oh, and my producer just told me that we also have a statement. I'm going to put it up here. Taking a look from This entire situation courtesy of that Secret Service spokesperson who also spoke with TMZ. It said, quote, an adult male was taken into custody by the Cincinnati Police Department after being detained by U.S. Secret Service personnel for causing property damage, including breaking windows on the exterior of a personal residence associated with the vice president. Shortly after midnight on Monday, January 5th, the man was physically detained by Secret Service agents assigned to the vice president's home. The residence was unoccupied at the time of the incident, and the vice president and his family were not in Ohio. Finally, he says the U.S. Secret Service is coordinating with the Cincinnati Police Department and the U.S. Attorney's Office as charging decisions are renewed. Again, that is according to the Secret Service agent that was there and is also taking part in the investigation into that matter.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but I have some reservations right now. I thought like what I guess like things I've seen like in movies or whatever like that. I don't know, like my faith in the Secret Service seemed to just be very and I understand President Trump is in power right now, and there's possibly a whole complete new set of Secret Service personnel, right? But ever since Trump almost got his head blown off and the lady claimed that the Secret Service couldn't get up on the roof because it was slanted, I don't know, my faith in Secret Service just kind of because they almost got Trump again when the dude was able to get to the fence and all that, and they engaged him. Good deal, good job. But I would think, and I would have thought that like with this being the vice president's home, for some odd reason, maybe y'all did it too, I just automatically assumed that the house was just like 24 hours surveillance. Like somebody's sitting out there in a car, they constantly driving by, doing rounds around. Somebody might be walking. I don't know, for all I care. I mean, not for all I care. From my perception in my brain, I'm thinking that the Secret Service them are actually like living in the house. Like they just staying in the house. There ain't nothing that they can mess with or anything like that. They got cameras all in the house. They just constantly staying there, switching shifts, looking after the house, because I'm not going to lie. I didn't think that nobody would even be able to set foot in the grass of his home. I'm just saying, I just assumed that. But then at the same time, we had Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh. Remember what they did when they came up to his house? So this dude was able to make it through the grass, or wherever he did, through the driveway, through the backyard, I don't know what it is, and go up there and break out some windows and vandalize JD Vance's home. Although JD Vance wasn't there. Now, I know y'all will say, but Ty, if JD Vance was there, he would have had way more security detail with him. I understand that. I guess the assumption, and it may be my ignorance to this, I just assumed that since he has a house, he's a VP, that the house going to have 24-hour surveillance going on there or something like that. No, but I bet you maybe now it's going to be like a uptick in the amount of security. Anyway, y'all, what are y'all thoughts on this? Because, I mean, I don't know. Secret Service engagement took care of it, but I'm thinking, like, how did he even make it to the window? Like, that's wild to me, I guess. Anyway, that's my thought on this. What are y'all thoughts on this? How do y'all think that he was able to get that close to his house and even start doing things like that before they engaged? Did you also have the preconceived thought or judgment that they were 24-hour surveillance there like I did? Let me know in the comment section after this video. Don't forget to do what you see in the animation right here. That will greatly help my channel. The next video that I will be doing after this one will be up there. Things I did as of yesterday right here. To subscribe to my channel, simply click that. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.